The bones of the human spine are separated by rubber-like structures called the intervertebral discs. The disc is made of three parts: a nucleus part inside, cartilage plates, and a fibrous-like outer covering. Spinal injuries like vertebral fractures, vertebral column abnormalities like spinal stenosis, spondylolisthesis, and also spontaneous edge degeneration of a disc can result into protrusion of the nucleus-like part of the disc to the outside. This phenomenon is called a prolapsed intervertebral disc. Before the disc prolapses, a sequence of changes are undergone. The disc starts with nucleus degeneration, which involves softening and fragmentation of the nucleus and disintegration of the fibrous covering. Nucleus displacement follows, which involves protrusion, extraction, and sequestration of the degenerated nucleus. Healing of the disintegrated fibrous cover of the disc occurs by fibrosis. Usually, individuals between the age of 20 to 40 years experience this condition of the spine, with low backache, which can be acute or chronic. Acute pain is very severe with spasms, while chronic pain is dull, diffuse over the entire back, worse on movement, and relieved by rest. They also experience sciatic pain, worse when walking and relieved at rest. Paresthesias like numbness, needle pain sensations, and weakness of muscles are also experienced. Conditions like ankylosing spondylitis, fascicular insufficiency, extradural tumors, and spinal tuberculosis mimic the clinical features of a prolapsed intervertebral disc. Examinations like a neurological exam, a straight leg test, are key in diagnosing a prolapsed intervertebral disc, with other investigation modalities like a plain X-ray are also used to diagnose this condition. However, in acute cases, nothing much is observed except to rule out an infectious cause. With chronic cases, reduction of vertebral spaces is seen. A CT scan and an MRI scan are also done. Treatment of a prolapsed intervertebral disc aims at achieving remission of symptoms. Conservatively, rest on a hard bed for 2 to 4 days is advised, with NSAIDs for pain relief and muscle relaxants to reduce spasms. Physiotherapy like gentle arching exercises and use of transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulations, the so-called TENS, are key in treatment, as well as a lumbar traction. But if no response is achieved within 3 to 6 weeks of conservative treatment, surgery is opted for.